How's it going, everyone? Chris here with the next of my Homefront weapon guides. This time we're going to take a look at the ACR, my favourite weapon in the game, also known as the Adaptive Combat Rifle. So in real life, the ACR is manufactured by two companies, Remington and Bushmaster. Remington concentrate on the military version of the ACR, and Bushmaster concentrate on the civilian spec ACR. It's an American weapon, and it's currently being reviewed as a replacement to the current service rifle, the M4. So it may well be the standard issue carbine weapon for the US Army sometime in the future. So in Homefront, it's obviously an assault rifle, and it's unlocked quite early on at level 3. Features quite moderate damage, much higher than the M4, while keeping a pretty high rate of fire. The recoil is not quite as low as the M4, but it's nothing to really worry about. You can still keep your finger held down on the trigger and take people out from quite far away. And like with all the assault rifles, you're given quite a high ammo supply. So in Homefront, you tend to start off with the M4, which is a really good weapon. You use that for at least a few levels until you unlock the ACR. I personally used the M4 until quite late on, after unlocking quite a lot of its attachments, and it wasn't until quite late on that I tried out the ACR, and I was amazed at the difference that extra damage makes. You do notice the slightly more recoil in comparison to the M4, but the main thing you notice when switching from the M4 to the ACR is that higher damage output. You seem to drop people a lot quicker. It takes kind of less shots to kill in firefights against people. So that's probably the main reason why it's my favourite weapon in the game. I've since moved on and tried out the the T3 AK and the XM10 and the M16. They're all good weapons in their own right, but I always go back to the ACR as my go-to weapon. It's definitely my favourite in the game. The iron sights, they're different, but they're still usable. I'm 50-50 whether I prefer the iron sights on the M4 or the ACR, but like I said, it's a great weapon all round. So let's take a look at the attachments and my personal recommendations. My favourite attachment by far is the silencer. I can kind of get away with the iron sights. I don't really need a kind of reticle too much, so my preference goes with the suppressor, just to keep you off the radar when firing, so you don't show up as a little red dot. You get the silencer after 25 kills, so you have to use the ACR for a fair while until you unlock it. Otherwise, the red dot sights are great if you're not keen on the iron sights whatsoever. Obviously, the red dot sight gives you a nice little dot to aim through. You do need to use the weapon for a fair while, at 50 kills, to be able to unlock the 3 red dot sights. Otherwise, a choice that you can use early on is the holographic sight. You get this after just 5 kills, so you really don't have to put up with the iron sight whatsoever if you're not keen on it. So some infantry abilities that best bring out the features of the ACR and make it kind of a great all-round class. Tactical reload. Obviously, with the assault rifles, you want to be able to stay in the action. The fire rate's not too unmanageable, but you want to be able to stay in the action once you've depleted your ammunition supply in your magazine. So tactical reload just speeds up the time, or quickens up the time it takes to replace a magazine. Quick draw is always a handy ability to equip at just 1 point. It just speeds up the time it takes for you to aim down sights. So if you're running into a bad guy and you're working on reactions, it just helps snap onto your target a lot quicker. And third up, with the recoil being slightly more than the M4, the steady aim perk just decreases the recoil when aiming down sights, so it makes the recoil a lot less intrusive. It helps connect your targets when you're kind of blazing on the trigger and trying to take people out from across the map. So all in all, it's one of the best weapons in the game. It not only looks great, but also performs pretty well too. So give it a try, and let me know which weapon's your favourite. Are you a fan of the ACR, or do you prefer the M4? Drop me a comment below, let me know your thoughts. Drop me a thumbs up if you enjoyed this episode. Subscribe for more of these Homefront guides. I'll be creating lots more on the Homefront weapons and vehicles, not to mention my current series, which is going off with the Black Ops weapons. So stick around for those if you're interested. So thanks for watching, and I'll catch you all later.